I want to take a quick second to take a look at a fairly common problem that we run into occasionally with CSS. Here we have an image and it's floating to the left. Now this image is taking up about half of our content area, and we have on the right hand side some paragraphs, some bulleted list, and we also have a paragraph that has a background color and border. Now one thing you may notice is that our bullets in our list are actually over our image. This obviously doesn't look like a normal list, and we can run into this with any type of floated element. You'll also notice that the left side of the border on our special notation paragraph is not visible. So what we want to do is figure out why. Well, first off, I'm going to come in here and inspect this with Firebug just so I can kind of get a good idea. If I look at the unordered list, you'll notice that it extends all the way over to my far left hand side. And this is not what I would be looking for because I've got the image there. But because it's floated, remember it comes out of the flow and it adjusts and moves things. Likewise, if I come up to my paragraph with a class note, you'll also see that fully extends, and that's why we can't see that border. It's because it's all the way off to the left hand side. So let's take a quick look at how to fix this. What I want to do is switch back to my text editor where I have my style tag. I've just put in a couple of styles here because it's just a local demo page instead of using an external sheet. But I want to create a selector. I have P, comma, and UL for both my paragraph and my unordered list. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set my width to auto. This is going to let the browser figure out how wide should I be. And it's a pretty simple little tweak, but then I'm also going to add one more property to make sure it's going to work in all my different browsers. That is, I'm going to set overflow to hidden. Now, my width and my height are automatically going to be the right size, so I don't have to worry about the overflow. Now that I have my width set to auto and my overflow set to hidden, now that I've updated my HTML document, I'm going to refresh my browser, and you can instantly see that we have made a major effect. Namely, our paragraph of the notation, we now see our left border, and in fact we even see some spacing in between that border and our image because we had defined the margins properly. We also notice that our bulleted list is now indented from our left hand side, just as we would expect in a typical browser environment if we didn't have any items floated. So this is how we can control text that is next to a floated element to keep it looking consistent with the rest of the document.